Yo,
Hey,
what do you got? Car sitting there behind you? What the hell is
man,
it?
I got cars. I got everything. It's
Is
going
that a
crazy.
tire?
Yeah, tires, cars. It's great.
Oh, I got poor vision, man. I got bifocals on and they suck apparently.
I ain't got bifocals.
You got focals.
I got focals.
You guys doing any business or no?
Yeah, we're doing some. We got a couple.
Okay.
Uh,
So that walk around video is pushing 700 views right now.
nice.
Yeah. Get your big boy pants on.
Oh, I got my fat ass pants on.
Okay. Is Larry? What was his name? No, Larry. He didn't say it, did he? Okay, soldier.
Soldier. Yeah, that's Larry Bolden.
Yeah, okay.
That's Larry Bolden.
Mr. Bolden. All right.
Larry Lawrence Bolden.
We're going to do, this is going to be our first episode of DC on the DMV. So it's Dan and Cris on the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia, kind of take on the auto industry, what's going on, new, what we hear, what we think is going to change. And we just did a video. We did a Saturday morning meeting video that we're going to put up on YouTube. And I think, are we going to put the Saturday morning meeting video in the car group, Cris?
Yes.
And then link it and just tell them to go to YouTube to watch the other portion of it. So we're going to start doing kickoff videos once a month for Saturday morning meetings, hopefully drive some traffic to YouTube to watch the videos and then drive that to the sign-up page. But saying all that, we talked about the Jeep Wrangler my brother almost bought. He ended up getting the Ram Crew from the guy's lot, my buddy up in PA. But he just picked up this two-door Wrangler hardtop, four-wheel drive, 06, 150 some thousand, call it 151, 152 on it. Not bad shape, not great shape. It is what it is. I mean, undercarriage was fine, new skid plates. But again, 14 years old, 100 and a half on it, and left side book NAD, as you sent me the other day when you did a book out for me, was 88.75. Insane. At best, that thing's $4 or $5 grand. I mean, loan value, right? Or left side book. On it, I would still think on an inflated level.
Yeah.
So now it's 88.75 or 8900, whatever it was. When the floor hits out of that thing, man, he owns that for double what he didn't buy it. He bought the Ram, but he ends up owning whoever owns that thing double than what the real book value was, and the bank's knee deep in a car they'll never get out of if they repo it.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just talking about that today. So we have a what was it? Oh God, an S3, right?
Yeah.
3. So nice car, 2019, low miles, all the right stuff.
Right.
So the book, if you run, because you can run 4 different books, NAD will put one out every week now.
Right.
They've got to put one out every week because the market's so volatile.
Sure.
So the one from July 1st was 30 grand.
Okay.
The one that I ran today, 34.9.
Wow. That's incredible. So let me ask you a question now. In getting a bank loan, right? So approvals typically are 30 days long. So you're in a Highline store. Typically, that's not really an issue. But let's just say if you're in every man's store, okay, and somebody's buying a pre-owned car, and you get an approval on the 3rd, 4th, 5th of July, you could actually hold out, take the approval, somehow spin and keep control of your customer technically, let it grow a week or two, your advance changes, therefore your callback may change because your percentage of advance is going to go down, obviously, if the inflated book values are going up, as long as nothing else has changed. You can actually take a customer and ladder his ass up through a week or two of wait and maximize an approval on a different book value because, again, it's so volatile, like you said, and really wring the bank out.
Yeah.
Or a negative equity position where somebody might be just tanked so bad and it was 4th of July weekend and now you've seen a car inflate $4 grand in loan value in 3.5 weeks. And you say, hey, Mr. Smith, hey, good news. I got a way to get you out of that car. Come on back in now.
Yeah.
And nothing's changed. The car's the car and it's just the market is what it is right now.
Yeah. So, I mean, we were talking about that earlier with salespeople. If you have somebody that had inequity 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, or couldn't get approved because of anything.
Right.
So, a bank's going to give you a loan based off of loan to value.
Right.
We could be at 90% on some of these people that 3 weeks ago we were at 115.
Yeah.
120. It's just been absurd. So, but what happens when some of these default?
Yeah.
So, we all remember the housing bubble.
Yeah.
We all remember, foreclosures.
Sure.
So on a lesser level, what do you think is going to go first? Is somebody going to let a house go first or a car go first?
Right. Transportation. Yeah, mass transit's out there. Uber and Lyft. You can get a ride inexpensively if you need to give up the car payment and the insurance.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, and I know that your store might be different than most other stores. Do you think now, because typically used cars are traded or that acquisition typically isn't a floor planned item, it's normally you own your used car inventory and have title in-house. Do you think now dealers paying what they're paying are flooring these cars because they're not putting out their dead presidents, so to speak, on overinflated value?
I don't know. It's tough. I've never really been at a store where they floor plan. Mm-hmm. But I think that some of them with limited budgets.
Well, your cash flow, you don't want to tie it up for no reason. On an overly inflated item, okay, your inventory, and if you're hedging bets, I'm going to keep my money working for me because the market is as volatile as it is, like meaning the stock market as it is in the automotive industry right now. So if I'm a guy that's got a small store and I've only got a limited amount of money, I want to keep my money working for me, not tie it up in inventory, even though I know the market itself should take care of the turn rate of the car. But it's like anything else. Every dog's got its day, right? So I'm a guy that's leveraging on both sides of the fence. Now, I got money invested in the stock market, playing it out, and I've got money floored against the car, floating my interest payments, and one's going to offset the other because I'm a smart guy as a business owner now. And all of a sudden the floor falls. Mm-hmm. And now I got to come calling on, curtailments. Because when the floor drops in the car, the bank's not going to say, tough hit there, Chrissy Poo. Just keep making this. No, they're going to say, hey, listen, by the way, your valuations of your cars now are off by about 30%. We need a curtailment check for $150,000.
Yeah, hey, don't sweat it. They're not going to say, give me next time.
Yeah. Catch me. We'll be back on Monday. Catch me then. Yeah. Hopefully you'll sell everything over the weekend. Yeah. And then everybody's wised up all of a sudden because the car market, again, when those prices adjust, therefore negotiations become negotiable, right? It's no longer a seller's market. Well, if I have a car, you can buy it. And if I don't, well, what are you going to do? So pay up.
Right.
I see that coming probably in 60, 90 days. You're going to start to see that shift a little bit just because new car inventory is coming back into play.
Yeah, you're going to see it shift a lot.
Yeah, I think come holiday time, what are we in? We're going to August 1st tomorrow. Labor Day weekend, so October, November. I say Black Friday could be a very unfortunate Black Friday for car dealers.
Imagine that. It'll be right during the Toyota-thon and your season to remember and your
Lexus white sale and
your season of Audi and all that stuff. They're going to have inventory and there's going to be trades. And if you're not a disciplined, for Danielle again, buyer, and you're stocking up to stock up, and you don't know when to walk away. You're going to be held the bag of stuff, or not, because you just won't be working there.
Well, and that's probably a point. Is everybody's going to have fingers going a different direction. It's not a me thing. They bought the car. Well, based on whose instructions? I mean, so the fallout and then that downhill push of blame is going to be just excessive, and unfortunately, but so a guy like you, a guy like me, thinking ahead of the game. Of like, what's the next? I'm not shooting threes behind a curtain practicing that like Steph Curry. I'm like a tactician. I got to be in there touching everything to see what the market's going to do based on what I think human nature, statistics, and probability is going to be. This isn't the first time we've done this, right? Desert Storm back in the early 90s, the first Desert Storm, cash for clunkers, and then used cars had this fall because new cars were, the name of the game. $4,500 off on any piece of crap that rolled in that had higher mileage than what you were buying. Well, you weren't trading them, so you had no used car inventory coming in. Used cars weren't really selling because the new cars, that was the avenue to travel if you had an old clunker or a piece of crap. But then that shift came really quick. And we saw it completely shift again from new to used, and then it leveled out a little bit back in 11 and 12. And this is the next big wave of things to have happen. It's not a cyclical thing like, you can predict it because it's a pandemic that kind of caused this earth-shattering movement in the car business. But historically speaking, when something like this happens, they say a habit takes 18 or 30 times consistently to make it a habit, right? To develop a habit.
Right.
We in the automotive industry are the habits of immediate gratification, and we get high on that. We get high on our own supply all the time. Yeah. Right, you can go have a 3-car day today and just knock somebody's head in on every one, and you come in tomorrow with Gucci belt and Prada shoes and the whatever Versace wallet.
Right.
And then you don't sell a car for the rest of the month, right? So because you're just intoxicated with your own crystal meth in the car business. Well, dealers, and especially smaller scale guys that don't have disciplines, I'm not a fan of layers of management, but they don't have people from the 30,000 foot view looking down on the mistakes that people are making, right? They're saying, no, you don't understand. The market's hot right now. We got to strike while the iron's hot. Bite-sized pieces. It's a big elephant. You take on, if you flip your cars, and I think you turn yours how many times a month? 1.5 times?
Close to 1.5.
Okay. So you're an anomaly, which that's who you are. That's what you bring to the industry. But most people don't, study the business that way. There's guys that maybe flip their inventory 70% in a month. That's probably about average. So
it's most dealers that I see from pulling up the reports on what they have and how long they've had it in our competitive set. I mean, they're flipping. They're like a 6-turn.
Okay. So if you're that guy and you're sitting in heavy inventory and you think, again, if you had a great deal, like you got to buy a whole truckload right out of Manheim, I got a whole truck coming.
Yeah.
Okay, guess what? You didn't win anything, so we're crystal clear. You got the free shirt and the corn dog and whatever, what do they have now? The corn on the cob with the mayonnaise and the jalapeno joints and the
menu hasn't changed in 20 years.
Yeah, so you got that prize and the balloons to go out the door and a discount on the trailer and fees. You won every car deal. You overinflated on the price point, and then you outbid everybody to get there.
Right.
I don't understand where somebody sits on the way home saying, yeah, I got 8 cars getting ready to hit the ground tomorrow. They're going to be ready for sale come Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay. To who?
Yeah.
I mean, that gullible market's about to dry up. That the polish is off the apple about, I got to get out. I need something new. We just need something to change in our lives right now because we've just been stuck in the house for 60, 90 days. Let's go buy a car. Let's see immediate change. That's, again, that immediate gratification for a homeowner or a family person. Get rid of the old car that might have the virus in it. Let's just get rid of it. Let's trade it in. That won't be our problem anymore. We're going to buy a brand new or pre-owned disinfected car. Okay, well, that, again, eventually wears itself down to the point of it's over. Well, when's that going to happen? I mean, I personally predict before Labor Day.
It'd be somewhere around then, I think. October-ish.
Yeah.
Thinking once you start to see these really new cars come in. And let's not forget there was a lot of people who, when COVID hit, your major manufacturers and your credit arms were giving lease extensions.
Correct.
So they were handing out 3 months, 6 months like Tic Tacs. Hey, you don't want to extend it for 6 months? Go ahead, no problem.
Right.
Take care. Do you need anything for that? Nope.
Right.
Just keep it rolling because we don't want to take it and you don't want to give it up.
They don't want to stab people. Yeah, they don't want to bring people in.
Yeah, those lease ending, those maturities, they're right around the corner.
Right.
I mean, they're bringing them in. So you're going to have that market flooded.
Yep.
People buying new cars, trading old cars.
Yep.
That's going to come in.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you, I think every pre-owned manager, including myself at one point in time, has seen that car on the lot that you're tanked in.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's 2, and they're like, I'm just going to let it keep rolling. Let's not, don't show them the black one.
Right.
Don't show them the truck. That's it. We're going to get hit on that.
Right.
But get rid of that inventory right now while you still have a good shot.
So being an expert in the field that you're in, I mean, your recommendation would probably be the same as mine. Start getting your exit strategy now.
You should have your exit strategy in 30 days. Yeah. But you should really have your exit strategy when you buy it.
Yeah.
Hey, if in 30 days we're not turning it, I know I'm going to sell it for X or take it to the sale and get rid of it.
Clean the money and let it go.
If you don't have the discipline and you're walking around these cars, you're in for a world of hurt.
Yeah. Now, I like I said, I don't know if I would say October, but you're on that side of the business more than I am, so I'm going to ride with you on this.
But I'll tell you, man, the dealers who are doing it right and flipping their inventory, their fourth quarter is going to be strong.
Sure. But the problem is you got those guys that are flipping their inventory now saying we're missing the boat because we're not doing this, and they're even stepping outside of their own rule book. Mm-hmm. And they're only putting their toe in the water. They're not like going out and cheating on their wife right now. They're like, let me get a flirt and say hi to somebody.
Yeah, they've got an emotional friend.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we just communicate on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah.
But there's going to be, as human nature takes its course, there's going to be that flirtation that steps over the boundaries. And next thing you know, you got 50 cars showing up, overpaid for everything, and said, we're good for the wintertime. Oh, you're going to be good for the wintertime, all right.
Yeah.
You're going to be tucked away sleeping in that car.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be curious times coming up here on what to do next, and I'm gonna sit on the sidelines in a safer position to kind of give some guidance and what I think I see coming. I want to see how that plays out with people. I want to do the statistics module.
Yeah, I mean, you really got to look at your Manheim every single day and see what these cars are going through the sale for. Because
if you're saying the book's changing like that on loan and retail value every week like that, then yeah, if you're not looking at that, you're losing.
And don't forget, if you're looking at Manheim, those are only the ones that actually got sold.
Right.
The ones that people are saying, I'm not taking that hit and taking them back and retailing out of them.
Right. So it's overinflated to begin with, and it's artificially overinflated.
Yeah.
On the wrong side.
Yeah, those are the don't want to miss you if you're a dummy number.
Right.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, and I'm going to call you off the mic because I got a car that I'm probably going to buy today or tomorrow that I think we might be able to make a dime on.
Okay.
I found it online, Messenger. I don't think somebody knows what they got on their hands, so I made them a deal, and I think I'm going to pick it up, and we're going to go ahead and polish it up, put it online, and just kind of test the theory of what the market has to offer up right now. And the only reason I'm buying it is it's not like I need the car. I've got 3 of them of my own at this point, but I saw it. I'm like, there's no way I can get the car for that kind of money. It runs. It's got a clean title. There's nothing wrong with the car. What's wrong with the situation? Somebody's asleep at the wheel. I'm going to grab it. And because they're not in the car market buying or trying to go to a dealer for an appraisal, nobody else knows it. And those who are on Marketplace aren't really looking like that. They're bargain basement hunters. They don't know that that's a bargain right now. So I'm going to grab it and put some tire shine on it, smack it, flip it, rub it down with a Virginia State inspection sticker. And we're going to O&O that thing come Monday, Tuesday, see what happens.
Yeah.
So,
no owner.
Yeah, we're going to DeVoe that thing up come Monday, Tuesday.
Girl's poison. Sure.
Car's poison. All right, man, listen, so I appreciate getting on the mic. I know it's the last day of the month. Hopefully you have a big close and start to...
man.
Are you working tomorrow or are you going on vacation tomorrow?
I'm working till 6. I drive down at about 6:30ish.
Okay, so we're gonna beach it up at least a day next week and get the drone out and do some videos and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'll be great.
All right, cool. All right, listen, I'll talk to you later on. Have a good close, and I'll talk to you tomorrow night.
All right, man. You too. See ya.